again, and we are your high school tennis maestros. Only because we've learned so many made our own problems and had to find our way out of them. This is going to be a collection of things. If you're struggling right now, what can you do right now that can help you? And I would say the first thing that you can do is you can have a team meeting. Talk to your captains. If you have good captains, that can be very helpful. But talk to your captains and say, hey, I don't think things are going as well as they could be. What do you suggest? How could we best reach our team here with the message that we want everything to be better? Because your captains, if they're worth their salt, they are going to have some good ideas for you on what will appeal to your team.
Right.
And then you might come. I mean, I one time had a group of girls who they were a great team, but they didn't really know it. And some of the girls didn't know that a lot of the other girls really wanted to win. So they held their own meeting without me, and there was screaming and yelling and crying and forgiveness and hugging it out and all that, and that became the impetus for a championship team.
Yeah, when you give your kids a sense of accountability and responsibility for their own success as a coach, they value that, and now they feel part of the program rather than being the listener only or the yes, coach, I'll do what you say person. And that's a huge thing to build your program and reinvent your program. If you are struggling, man, being a listener, a lot of coaches have a hard time listening and finding where their players are mentally and emotionally. And that can open a lot of doors and open your eyes.
Good. And I think also you can learn to say no. Learn to say no, or even more tricky, learn to say yes like it means no. So let everybody know that if they have a crazy idea of something they want to do right now, that the answer is no. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that because we have a plan for today. Yeah, I mean, we could stop and eat cookies, but that's not what's going to help us right now. So
have a reason. If you're going to say no, have a reason why you're saying no. Don't just say no.
Well, no, because we have to accomplish this and this. But then sometimes you can say, yes, let's do that, but not right now.
Right.
All right. So I think it's really important to say, I hear what you're saying, and here's why we're not going to do it right now. Let me see if we can work that into the schedule. Okay, look at the schedule. Do you see a space where that can fit? Because I don't. And we want to accomplish all these things so we can succeed. So are you really, do you want to die with that idea?
Right. Now, I think every coach, I'll add one last thing. I think we're almost out of time for this, but I will say that the ultimate advice I can give a coach is plan for success, and then establish the success and express that success that you expect. But a lot of coaches say, oh, we're going to be the best team, but then they don't plan how they're going to do it. So it's just like becoming a great player. You got to have short-term goals, long-term goals. So I tell my players they're going to be the best, but I have a very distinctive, proven plan to help them achieve that success, and they know it.
Yeah, and my final word on that too is in the early going, there's going to be resistance. There's going to be difficulty. It's kind of like a rocket taking off. There's a lot of thrust and a lot of fire going sideways before you start to see the thing going up. But then in a couple of minutes, it's up there and it's going really fast. So it takes a little time to get the ship going the other way. If you're turning a battleship or an aircraft carrier, it's that little tiny rudder's got a lot of work to do. That's it for that one. Go.